My nigga finna David Ruffin this shit.
Yo. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Oh shit.
Yo, you tuning into The Notion. I'm here with my co-host in the building. I'm your host, Dizzy D Spill, and I'm here in the building with my fellas. Introduce yourself, fellas. It's been a minute.
Farmer Poe.
Jelani Evans.
Dev.
How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good today, for sure.
Sure, man.
Hey man, what's going on?
I'm good.
Say something.
Straight.
Something.
He did. That's all he had. That's all he had. You're like, hey, say something. You got it.
Nigga confiscated my candies. Nah, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good?
How y'all feeling?
I'm good, man.
Good.
You know, the grind is real. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Grind is real. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay consistent without burning out. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, it's tough.
how about oh,
That's that trying to find that healthy balance. That shit's wild. You know what I mean?
Just like fuck this shit, man.
I feel like healthy is a key word though,
Yeah.
because sometimes you find a balance, but you still be like,
Like
I could use a vacation.
this shit.
I ain't burning out. I can keep going, but yo, catch my breath.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Catch my breath at least. I know it's a marathon.
Yeah, for
I
real.
said I couldn't stop for water. Like,
Right.
they have stations for that, right?
I feel it.
Shit.
That's real shit. So like what's the updates, man? What's the updates in the garden? What's the updates in the sneaker news? What's the updates in the photography world? You know what I'm saying? We all doing our things out there, man, and the cultures and the businesses is constantly growing, constantly what's the word? Mutating, changing, things like that. So what's the latest, greatest?
Definitely.
I want to know, so with the farm. What's
Oh,
going
the
on?
farm is always active. I'll be on the story in the farm. What's going on with the
that's what I'm
farm,
saying.
man?
Like I saw some stuff too. Like what
I seen a big ass watermelon yesterday, man.
Oh yeah, I got some like cantaloupe and shit. Like I've been getting back out into the garden, like
Growing candy?
that shit look like a water pumpkin, like a water, like
I got
half watermelon, half pumpkin, like you merged some shit. Like what's going on?
Nah, it's I think that's what like either cantaloupe or some honeydew out there. That y'all might have seen. It's been like I had neglected the garden for like a couple weeks, dog. It was so hot that I had to get up extra early. And I was kind of like going to bed a little later, so I was waking up a little later.
Okay.
And like by the time I get out there, it's already like 8 o'clock. It's hella hot, bro.
You ain't made no like makeshift awnings or nothing like that to kind of shade and cover.
I have a lot of shade, but just being out there for so long, and
You don't have a sun hat?
I need one.
Come on, Raiden.
I need one.
Get you a sun hat and a fan with the little mist joint. Yo, them things work wonders, and just a wet towel.
I'm
man.
gonna invest in one of those.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
but I was
neglecting the garden.
my water. My
So what were you doing?
my water hose busted, dog, and I ended up was watering the garden with like a bucket for like a week or two, and it was like I was being lazy going to get the actual good water hose, so I was spending like an extra hour trying to water garden, going back and filling it with a bucket, and it was taking too long, dog. So I neglected it for a couple of weeks. So I'm back out there.
Okay.
That's why I didn't show it off for a couple of weeks. Shit was looking a little too bad, but we back at it. That's what we were talking about. The burnout. Kind of,
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you went literal. You went literal with it.
I know.
that sun.
Yeah, your focus. I think that's good. Like, as long as you got your hands on a lot of different things, it's like, okay, you might get burned out a little with this one, and then you can kind of shift the focus and energy to something else.
Yeah.
So
I think it all depends. Sometimes I feel like that's the issue.
switching off,
Having just so many different things.
that can be
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it's like, I was looking at what I have going on, and it's like, any one thing by itself, easy work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, easy work. I've been running a business, no biggie. Like, I've done school before, no issue. You know what I'm saying? I've been part of events, but it's like, to be putting one together myself, to be coming towards the end of school and the classes to be so demanding and actually be running a business all together.
It's like you can't even really slack on one, huh?
Exactly. So then it's like, you naturally have to adjust energy to prioritize to whatever is at the top of the list for that day.
And even the thought of that is fatiguing.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you talk about shifting focus when you already have stuff going on. You already doing that naturally. Like, sometimes it's best to just not focus at all and take that water break. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about like, sheesh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's cool when you have different things that allow you the time to shift between them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of the thing. Like, we have things that take up our time. They're time consuming, time demanding. They need our energy, and they're at the top of the list of priorities.
Yeah.
And then we have other things that we do that are a priority, but we have time to shift gears in between those things and other things going on.
Right.
So it's that shit's difficult.
Juggling that shit is,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's sheesh.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
And it's daily.
it's never gonna end.
Yeah, that shit don't never end.
That's one thing I got addicted to. Was one thing is just too easy. Let me try to do 2 or 3. And then I fucked up trying to like bit off too much of each. Like, nah, instead of 3 things, I got 9 things. And
Yeah.
Shit. Let me let me dial it back. Yeah,
because which each of those things you do, like for instance, like with both of y'all, like you got your photography that you're doing, and then the other projects is like you might be focusing on, you have all those different things, but within those different things, you might have several clients for photography.
Yeah.
You have several clients for your sneaker stuff, and then the things that you're trying to take care of for yourself.
Yeah.
It's really hard to even just slack on anything at all, because it's like you're obligated to your clients, and you know that's your name.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That shit could feel good, and then it could be like a curse in the same breath, because like you can get business from all elements, but then that's the whole part. Like, okay, I got income from all different angles, and I got work at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, not that long ago, like I had a little bit of photography work, and then I had video work, or not video work, but music work. Somebody wanted to do some music work that I was gonna get paid on. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, oh shit, I got this. And then like a lot of that shit fell on the same day or the same weekend. So like I'm just boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
And you blessed and happy to have the work and like being able to do that. But then it's like, damn, I still
got to do it.
It puts out some room for creative growth and like new ideas. Because you like, y'all gotta bang this out, I gotta finish that. Oh, they're next after that, and then this one, somebody hit you like, yo, can you so and so for X amount? Yeah.
If he had said Y amount, no, but X amount, for sure.
For sure. I think it's cool though to find that balance. Like, I definitely had to do that as we take a break.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, man, when you see that stuff like on the internet, or when you hear the stories, you always hear the fun shit. You know, being your own boss and being an entrepreneur and all that other shit. And then what ends up happening is like nobody's talking about like, or even when they talk about, you know, you see the quotes like, you know, how can you work 8 to 10 hours at a job and not work the same amount of hours in your own business? You know, that shit sounds good. It sounds motivating. But what they don't talk about is like all of the stuff you got to go through. I mean, I was, y'all know what I was going through with like with the equipment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, for the weekend. It's like, bro, there's a lot of stuff. There's malfunctions. There's people not making dates on certain things. There's communication issues. There's
learning the actual equipment or craft.
Whoever made that quote is an asshole. No. Let's talk about extreme. Let's talk about that. Fuck that. We're gonna address it. Do the math. Okay, if you work an 8-hour day, you go home and you work on your business 8 hours, which you know what I'm saying you want to do, right? That's 16 hours in a day.
You only got 8 more left.
No, you don't. I mean, you do,
sleep.
but what you can't sleep all 8.
Yeah, you're screwed.
You gotta eat,
shower.
Yeah, it's been a real long time since
use the restroom. 8.
Right. It's like, what?
Bro, a hot 5 is amazing, bro. A hot 5 hours of sleep is like, what?
I explain my week to somebody and it's like, so when are you sleeping? I was like, yeah, I get like 3 to 4 hours. Like, I take naps on the planes, and they're like, so you think that justifies us? No, but that's what's going on. What do you want from me? Like, this is life right now. Like, I'm not justifying. I'm telling you, I get it in where I can. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying. 8 hours?
Yo.
I ain't, all right. 8 hours when my back went out on me because I wouldn't stop moving, wouldn't stop working.
Right.
Because I'm waking up at like 5:30 every day.
Yeah, I'm about
probably
6.
going to sleep about 11, 30, 12 at the latest sometimes.
Yeah, man.
And that's still
right.
like...
It gets ugly, bro.
I tried to go to bed early.
I had to.
My body was like, "Hey, what you doing, bro? What you doing? Don't go to
Laying
sleep."
in
My
bed
normal
in the dark,
time.
feeling like you on punishment.
Yeah. Close your eyes.
Bro, you ever got the most of what you got done and feel like there's something missing? Like, man, I think I fucked up somewhere.
Where's my list?
It can't be everything.
It can't be everything,
What time
man.
is it?
Something else to do.
Yeah, there's got to be something to do,
Yeah,
man.
nigga, go to sleep. That's what you gotta do.
Straight up.
I know
A
I'm
decent
forgetting something.
hour.
Yo, man, it really be like that, man.
And then, you know what's messed up? If I go to sleep early, I wake up earlier.
Yeah.
Let me go to sleep at a solid 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'll be up at 4:30.
Right.
Lit.
Bruh.
Refreshed.
Last
ready to
night,
attack the day.
after like all the drama, trying to figure out like all this shit with this equipment, I went in the living room. The wife was watching TV. I fell asleep, KO, on the couch. She woke me up. She's like, "Oh, come on, let's go get into bed. You're tired, this, that, and the other." Now, she didn't intentionally try to ruin my sleep. She cared about me. Soon as we go in the room, Alexa, light on. Boom, Netflix. I'm up. So I went from falling asleep at 11:30, which is damn early for me. Nigga, I ain't go to sleep till 5:30 in the morning.
What? What
She's
marathon
like,
were you watching?
Nothing, bro. I just was up now. And she was like, she was like, I feel bad. She's like, I feel bad. You're asleep. I was like, no, it's all good. I did end up watching Kanan. You know,
The
what I'm
whole
saying?
season?
No, well, it just started. The Kanan season just started, but I watched the second episode. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we can watch this now that I'm fully energized on sleep. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't go back to sleep after that. I'm watching YouTube videos and watching motherfuckers build swimming pools in the jungle and shit.
Every time I wake up, I did not intend to go to sleep at like
All that with mud?
Find out his rates.
Yeah, this whole summer, dog, it's just been too hot for me. So I just been like falling asleep, fatigued and hot, and then wake up and like, damn,
That
I
fall
didn't
asleep
get it
anywhere.
going.
Oh, just say that. Falling asleep midday and just... Bruh, I feel it though that he's exhausting and I'd be passing out too. I'd be saying that. I'm like, hey, Unc old. You want me to do something, let me know early so I can prepare myself.
When I go to sleep.
Bruh, for real.
What?
Yeah, man.
8 o'clock, I got on pajamas and slides. It's a wrap.
Why the lights all on in here?
Let me know early. I walk around cutting lights off in other people's house.
Yeah, he do it over here.
What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Shit.
I'm like, nigga, this is human
And who
smud
keep touching
patrol,
the
nigga.
thermostat? Nah, he just, man.
This nigga has an obsession with electricity, man.
I just be
don't
trying to
leave them
say
lights
it,
on,
man.
bro.
Yeah, stop that.
Don't do that.
That nigga finna have candles in his shit only.
I used to take pictures a key at my house. Like when she go to work, she'll leave her closet light on. Nobody in there, and I'm at home. Like I'm like, I take a picture. Like you want me to whoop your ass when you get home? You gonna turn off these lights?
She check her phone. She got a photo shoot of just lights. She what the
Just
hell?
lights. She be like, she like, I don't be leaving no lights on. I don't be okay. What's this?
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
Yeah, I come in opening blinds and shit in my house and be like, why are you wasting all this good light and turn on the artificial light? Like,
Cold thing is, I don't even like light. I like it dark.
Yeah,
super
I'm the
dark.
same way, bro. I'm the same way, man.
I feel like I be in the zone if it's dark and the fan. Just keep the fan or the AC popping.
I usually need a fan year round, bro.
Yeah, year round.
I need a fan year round, dog.
So when I sleep, I just need
Year round.
airflow. It was popping.
Now you just talked about how hot the garden was and shit, and how the plants was knocking on the fucking sliding door talking about water.
And this nigga be in the house sweating. That's why we go to sleep early. He ain't got no AC or nothing. That nigga get passed off for the.
Right. Because that was one of my questions. I'm like, I can't sleep in this house.
I'll turn my air on until 6:30, nigga. I keep it on in the house.
This nigga said I pass out around 10:30.
I just open the windows. Man. I can't have the air.
This nigga wake up in a puddle.
You don't do AC?
Not at night. No.
What?
No.
Bruh.
I keep the window open.
Snow rockets over here, nigga.
The window
Sweat
open.
joint
But it don't.
right
It's
here.
not as hot. It's not as hot.
Bruh, it'd be Christmas bells in this motherfucker, bro. It'd be freezing.
isolate.
It might be.
Enjoying the room,
You might
nigga.
got north facing windows. I got like the east.
And I don't care where the windows is facing, nigga. If this was a glass house, the AC would still be on this
Ain't facing the
motherfucker.
east. Niggas in the room with a compass. Not yet. The sun's not over the.
This nigga talking about some.
Oh, man.
Yeah, see, my windows face south. Man. I get the morning sun. You know.
Taking this farming in with the earth shit too far.
This nigga.
Nigga move rooms according to where the sun is at.
Yeah, trying to get his feng shui right or some shit.
This nigga wilding out. Hey man, I gotta switch gears for a second, bro. Did any of y'all keep up with the finals, man? How do y'all feel about the Bucks?
They cool.
I think they're happy that they won.
I was pulling for the Suns, but
I was pulling for the Suns too, man.
Why for Chris Paul?
Yeah, somebody said.
I was doing for the. I was excited for the economy out there for them. I was like the way they party scene, everything.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I wanted. Realistically, I wanted the Lakers to win, and then after that, it was
Of course,
Trae Young. I wanted Trae Young to go, but it didn't happen. So,
You guys think that there's an asterisk next to the Bucks
why would it
for
be
this
asterisk?
for this win?
Why would it be asterisk?
Because everyone else was not available.
Well, you know
No
what?
one else was available to win.
There was a statement that was said, and I thought that was really interesting. And it was because they talk about everybody's abilities, their traits, what they're good at.
Yeah,
And somebody said the best ability is availability. It's up to the player to be healthy and maintain a certain work ethic, right?
right,
Even in the off season, because you have a job, right?
right.
It's not my fault that you was injured.
If you get injured, majority of the time when people get injured is because they didn't do what they're supposed to do as far as upkeep and maintenance in the off season. Look at how James Harden slacked off because he wanted to be traded. And then he turns around and he ends up with an injury after he gets traded because of how he slacked off. So, if you don't maintain yourself, you're more subjective to injuries. So, that sounds like that can only be blamed on the person. Right?
Yeah.
So then, in on-court shit happens.
Right.
yeah,
Falling on people.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there balling, putting forth their best effort.
True.
The on-court injuries happen. But when you running and my hammy.
you
You tear that
yourself.
ACL and that MCL.
Yeah.
Because when you're supposed to be practicing, you were somewhere on the beach.
Right.
Or somewhere at a club, making it rain.
Yeah. Or in Paris, getting arrested for smoking weed.
We telling now?
No, I thought that was public knowledge.
You telling now?
Dry snitching.
And things like what the farmer said.
This nigga farming and snitching.
Farming information is what he's doing.
This nigga planting seeds.
Cut his mic off. You can still talk like a little brother. You can keep talking.
Just give him the controller. And
Right.
Yeah.
Where you hear that out? Farm a
But you know what I'm
pole.
saying? If you get injured though, that's on you. Unless it's on court. You know what I'm
True.
saying? But so then it's like, well damn. Look at his history of his career. He's been plagued by injuries. What he been doing in the off season?
Bullshitting.
Oh, word?
Bullshitting. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
who fault is that? That's
Yeah.
Hope State Farm still rocking with him after this. But the Bucks, you asked about the Bucks.
Yeah, how you feeling about
Shout out to Giannis, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis.
I like what he did,
Daniel.
how he did it. You know what I'm saying? Chris Middleton stepped up. You know,
Yeah,
shout out to them.
Yeah, I can't be mad at that.
I like the Kobe reference with the whole checklist because they were resurfacing the tweets when Kobe was shouting him out about the MVP and he's like, all right, man, now go get that championship. And then he got his championship and stuff like that. So it just kind of it shows that there's really not a lot of hate. It's like, hey man, congratulations, and you earned it. And there was a lot of people that was since the beginning of the season, I had an expectation like, hey, the Bucks should get it, especially after like once Brooklyn was out. It was like, okay,
Yeah, I was
Bucks, you should be.
when Brooklyn went out.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm kind of glad though.
Is this their first franchise championship?
Nah, I think Kareem
They won in the
Abdul-Jabbar.
70s.
it's been 50 years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
50 years. So,
You could tell it's been a while because the way they was flying in that bus in the parade,
It was so.
bro. They didn't drive slow at all in the parade, bro.
congratulations. Get out the way. Gosh.
Bro,
Guess
they
I'm
were-
not getting an autograph.
Bro, they was smashing in the bus, bro. You can always tell they're new at this.
No, I'm gonna say the worst one. I said like
So are they
when
late?
Cleveland was
I
on that
knew you
farm-
was gonna bring it up. I knew you was gonna bring up Cleveland.
When
When they came through in that farm truck that they was in, bro. They
Cavaliers won?
Bro.
I missed it.
They were in a truck
Yeah.
that looked like they
Pitchforks and overalls. I was just
I said, is that LeBron's team? It was terrible, bro. It was bad, but yeah. Okay, they was in something a little nicer.
Hey, because that was like right around the time the Warriors that was going back and forth with the Warriors winning, right? And so he was like, "Bruh, do you see them? Do you see they parade right now?" And he sent me like the truck and how they was looking. I think J.R. Smith still had on his game clothes. You know what I
It
mean?
was like them niggas went to Home Depot and said, come on, get it.
And then he had sent me how the Warriors looked. They had the nice tour bus. It was polished up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, all right.
I was
man.
on my hate and
It was definitely city boy versus country boy beef right there, man.
They was champagne drink. Like, we should buy. Let's go get a tractor on there.
You know what? We're gonna go get us a truck and we're gonna go down to City Hall and we're gonna show those fools how we.
You know, we be
And
knocking
do
shit
what?
over. Why would we get a tractor? Because we be knocking shit over. It's symbolic. Like, what?
They didn't look safe in that thing.
It did. It did.
I'm glad I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
watching
I would- I'd have been
Nobody has on a seatbelt. These guys. Like what was Haiti?
Hey,
Bros,
I was
Poe's on the
seriously
phone with OSHA and everything. Just, but yeah, I thought it was interesting. I don't know if I was talking to you, but I was like, yo, this our first season where both Bucks teams won the championship. I said that's crazy because you had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then you had the Bucks in the NBA. Because Brady and them just got they championship rings this week, which look fire. So I was like, that's pretty dope.
You want to know it's crazy because you asked about an asterisk, right? A lot of people are talking about there being an asterisk next to the bubble,
Yep. I hear that a lot.
and
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are really starting to say that more and stand behind it because when you look at the finals and the teams who were there compared to the teams who were there last year, and some of the teams in the playoffs, you're like, yo,
It's a little different.
yeah. So, but
But shit, at the end of the day, they won.
No, I'm not. I'm
So,
just saying.
like, I
Well,
can't
they
knock it,
definitely
like, they
win. And if you talk to a lot of the players that went through the bubble and like in interviews and whatnot, they would say like that's one of the harder seasons for them
That's
from
another-
a mental
that's- yeah.
standpoint. Just being away from the family, being locked in that space for that amount of time, and then like you got to think about it, like you go out here and y'all battle it out, right?
Yeah.
And then like you liable to see this nigga in the elevator going to your hotel.
Right.
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 So
There's no separate. You never separate. You never
There's
had a
room.
chance to separate.
No, there's not. We'll wait for the next one.
Even the press conferences looked crazy, bro. That shit looked wild, man. So I mean,
shout out to the Bucks, man.
yeah.
And the thing about it's like this is no road to a championship is easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Unless you're the Patriots. I'm sorry.
Well, you know,
I still got some left in the
they
tank.
went and they cheated. They cheated. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking basketball.
Yeah,
shoot
man.
my shot.
Definitely.
Oh man, we don't have time to roll the tapes back. But
it's like, I feel like in a sense it's a little disrespectful to put an asterisk next to any championship. Like when you say, oh, it's the one next to the one in the bubble, because bro, what they went through mentally, and the fact they still had to play and win every game.
Yeah.
They still had to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yep.
wasn't easy. Like when you think about how like Jimmy Butler was humped over because that nigga was giving it everything he, like, you know, like, so then he has to asterisk next to your championship. Like
nah, man, I put my all into it and it's almost like like a triathlon shit. Like,
Yeah.
I get through it, and there should not be an asterisk next to my name because this was like a few more obstacles than normal.
yeah.
So the fact that they were able to get through it more than the other teams.
well, because it's like, well, you know, they didn't have to travel and they were in the same place. And it's like, bro, that was kind of like,
That's difficult.
that kind of sucks,
Yeah.
bro. Like, and then you think about like,
You're not
talking
seeing your
about-
family ever.
we're talking about like, they have regimens and they eat in a certain way. Majority of them got chefs and dietitians and all this stuff. Bro, they're not eating like that. They're not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The maintenance, the upkeep is different. The adjustment is huge.
Because then they had to adjust to then they start having different chefs for the bubble. They started picking it back.
There was
up.
a lot of
But
stuff,
at the
bro. Like they
beginning,
had
it
to
was
build
like a lot of bull.
They were building like on-site barbershops. Like they were really making a like it was a real bubble where like you had to stay in there. You couldn't like communicate with the rest of society.
Yo, that barber was a villain. He was giving everybody the same cut. Everybody in the bubble.
Remember the first
Had
2K
that
days where you only had certain options to create your player? That's how all them was coming out looking.
Everybody had that.
All of them
bald
have
taper.
Phase 53 haircuts.
But they had the bald taper.
Out the line.
There was no fade.
Come on, man.
There was no fade. Your shit went bald straight into hair, bro. Your shit was
Nigga
like,
said, hey, give me the he come out looking just like everybody else.
so I got you. Like, yeah, I want the Harley 87. You come out with a moped on your shit. Like, yo. This nigga gave me a moped. You too? And your shit's being different color. You like, when you see that meme with the Spider-Mans, y'all both be like, yo, this nigga's wildin'.
Yeah,
that barber
Villain,
was
bro.
awful.
Horrible.
and he want full price.
The bubble barber, bruh. You know,
Who's paying him? He finna get jumped.
they probably still looking for that fool, man. He was.
That's vicious, bro. That's bad.
What do you do? And you got to go back.
2 weeks, huh?
And you got to go
At that
back.
point, you
Plot
know,
twist wasn't the real barber. That nigga snuck in and was just giving cuts.
Hey, take my card.
One day the real barber pulled up and that's like, who is you? He's like, I'm here to give y'all cuts. They're like, we're Leroy. Like, who the fuck is Leroy?
That nigga just came from barber college.
This nigga on the teacups.
Who is that?
No, somebody called their goddamn cousin to come up to this.
How you get in here?
It was at Disneyland.
Came back from Magic City with Lou
I
Will.
just got that shit.
Big, bro.
I just tripped on this. You crazy.
Bruh. Terrible, dog.
In the teacups.
Terrible, man.
Shout out, man, to the NBA.
Yeah, shout out to the Bucks. And Milwaukee.
Bro, do you think? I don't want to spend too much time on it, but do you think stuff is still going to keep rolling with that variant going around? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they still going to be able to? Because I'm seeing articles now where stuff like seen an article about the NFL where if coaches and players are refusing vaccinations and stuff like that, and they get other players infected or whatever the case is, they could possibly forfeit the game. They could forfeit their game.
Yeah. And then game checks. Game checks? That nigga. He seen his eyes bug through the glasses.
So I think the Vikings assistant coaches got fired.
No, he didn't get fired. He quit.
He quit because he didn't want to take the
vaccine?
the vaccine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one because if they plan on going back to any type of system that was going on last year, it's going to be pandemonium.
Well, but see, here's the thing: like they're like the NFL's talking like full fans, everything. So I'm trying to figure out, well, how do you have full fans in the stadium when you don't know if every single fan is vaccinated, but you're requiring all the athletes to be vaccinated?
Yeah. So are people going to sign a waiver?
They'll probably
It's
start
on some
checking
CYA type jump off.
because your vaccination. If you've been vaccinated now, they're having digital receipts of it. So like,
but can they do? Is that against FERPA? Because they don't have to. I can't. I don't. How do you?
She?
I think it's like with anything now, you know.
Because this is the first time that we ever had like thought of like we the flu. Like, how do I tell you I got the flu? Like, how do I show you I got the flu vaccine? Like,
you know how they was having the paper. You got vaccinated. Folks was posting their paper. Now
that shit is wild.
Now some people wearing a little woo wop, so you
the little lanyards with
bro.
Wow.
That is crazy. Just because of I'm just relating it to history and the implications of what that is.
Cats went from flexing money to vaccination cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's like
the
Star of David that the
see like, that's both shots.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not them. Let me in.
That's like when the Jews had to show that they had to keep a star on themselves to show that to say that they were Jewish.
That's wild, bro.
When they were like. That's just what I think of. Like, I get what I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah,
that sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to figure out how they gonna function sports like that. Like, how do you? Because they're really threatening to you're gonna forfeit games. Then we have the conversation with the asterisk situation, right? Where it's like, well, look at how many games this team had to forfeit. You know, so now this team won the championship, or this team won the now the credibility.
Well, see, and the thing about it is like it's sounding like not just forfeiting a game or two, you forfeit the season type shit.
Yeah.
It's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like if you're infected, it's like an outbreak. If it's an outbreak, you got to forfeit, and it's like, you know, it ain't gonna be like you forfeit this week, next week. Let's go.
You gotta take it again, boo.
Yeah. You're pretty much a wrap. You know, so it's like if you're not vaccinated, then you jeopardize not just yours, but your team money.
Yep.
And you know, a lot of people are like, my health is more important than the money.
Mm-hmm.
And so
definitely
are their choice. Their ability to choose is more important too for them, because if you are forced to do something against your will, it's almost like I would rather have my option whether I choose to get the vaccine or not. I would rather be secure with having the choice. Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
I'm curious to see what happens in a couple of years with a lot of individuals that got vaccinated. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious. You know, I got a few friends. I got a friend of mine. He recently got vaccinated like a month ago. Mm-hmm. He was like, dude, my arm was hurting for so long, for like 2 days, and then he said he got sick after. But he's okay now. And he was like, I don't really feel different. He was like, man, I'm encouraging people, like telling people like, yo, you don't need to get it. So I was like, okay, I dig it. But the thing that gets me is the vaccination doesn't prevent you from ever catching it again.
You could be asymptomatic.
That's my hiccup.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, if I get vaccinated and it may make it more difficult or challenging for me to get it again, I can see that, but it doesn't prevent it. Right. Yeah, I might as well just not even take the risk or be in the unknown of what happens later if I could still get COVID either way.
Well, I think it's more of a research thing, because the information that gets put out there about vaccines is all over the place. Mm-hmm. And some of the things that I hear, having a mom in the medical field, which helps a lot, is nobody ever said that when the vaccine comes out that you're not going to get it. The whole concept, from what I got from, talking to people that are in the medical field or talking to people that are related to people in the medical field, is that it's supposed to basically prevent the symptoms from affecting you is bad. As much as, just like the flu.
Okay,
like when people get flu shots, it doesn't necessarily prevent you from getting the flu. It just prevents you from being as fucked up as somebody that didn't get vaccinated.
Makes sense. Yeah,
From the flu. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because even when people get flu shots, they can still get the flu because why? There's different strands of the flu. Just like with COVID, like the thing that kind of trips me out, and I got to be honest about it. About COVID is when people say that it's made up.
Yeah.
And the reason why I believe personally that it's not was before all of this stuff broke out, I used to keep Lysol wipes and a Lysol can in my locker at work, right? And I would do that to just kind of like sanitize like my work area and stuff like on my own. And I went in my locker one time, and it was when everything was starting to go down with COVID. And I looked at the back, and it said it prevents the spread of bacteria from the coronavirus on the back of a Lysol bottle.
I agree. I did the same.
So when people run around saying, "Oh, this is made up. This is something that's made up," it's like, no, the coronavirus has always been there. This is a strand of it. You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
And for me, that's just the thing about the research aspect of it. It's like all it takes is for somebody to go look at an article and be like, "See, right here, see." You know what I mean? And it's like that's the scary thing about who and what you listen to. If I want to know something about some sneakers, I'm asking this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask somebody that used to buy sneakers back in '84 what they think, and that's the last time they bought sneakers, and now they wear sandals. It's just you got to kind of look at the
New
you feel what I'm saying?
Who are you getting the information from?
Yeah, you got it. But even with who, but you got to actually read the information. And we know we live in a climate where the attention span on stuff is very, very short term.
Right.
We'll read a paragraph, or how many times we've seen somebody repost something because the only thing they read was the title. And then once somebody educates them on it, the post is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Until Screenshot King gets a hold of it and it's like, nah. I remember you posted this shit. Nah, you got to live by this.
This nigga got so many receipts.
I'm about to frame it and send it to you. Remember you did that.
Even with COVID though, for sure, like for me, the way I think of it is like, one, I've had family members who've had COVID. I've had family members who passed due to their symptoms from it.
Right. Mine as well, yeah.
But then there's what I think of is like, all right, we have a lot of people who've gotten sick and died from it. Very famous celebrities and people who we've all are familiar with their names getting it and passing. And it was, to me, I look at it like, damn, when was the last time we just had this many people pass away? Like, we get celebrities who pass away every year.
Yeah.
But no one's ever like, yo, they got the flu and they passed.
Yeah.
Or they were sick from just a common cold and passed.
Yeah.
It was almost like they may have had cancer. They may have
something they were battling. Right.
But it's not just like some simple like, hey, yo, they were sick and they died. It's like we had a few of those happen. Yeah. So I look at it as like, and of course I work with people in the medical field myself. So the fact of it being made up is definitely out of here. But we live in an era where it's like we're untrustworthy of government. We don't really trust a lot of information. We have a lot of information at our fingertips to where it's like you get it mixed up with disinformation. Yeah. And we're prone to we're susceptible to a lot of the conspiracy theories, and that just makes your decision a little bit more difficult to like figure out. Like, I'm sure people like our parents probably didn't take them very much to make that decision on getting the vaccine. I'm sure. I'm not sure if you guys as parents or anybody got. I know my mom got it. Yeah.
A lot of people in my family got it.
Older relatives got it, and they were kind of like,
"You didn't get it?
Not yet. I'm still. Look, my mom and my boss call me every day, and I keep telling them.
Nigga said his boss call you. Can't wait for you to get to work.
But the closer I get to going to work, I think I'm going to end up maybe having to. But they're not. But the discussion is they're not talking like they forcing us, like, yo, you gotta have a vaccine. It's almost like they don't even really know what they're expecting of us to do. So once we go back on campus, I'm sure there's gonna be some like requirements.
I just try to get people to look at it on both ends, because like the people that look at it and they don't trust it, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, I have no choice but to understand, because it's like there's a lot of unknowns. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you go to a restaurant, I don't care how dope everybody say the food is, if I have my own personal unknown reasons, it's like, yo, like
I have the chicken strips.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go pick something safe. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like take a gun example. We have people that don't believe in guns. Like, I don't believe in guns. I don't want them in my house, is that and the other, until somebody come in your house. Then you wish you had the biggest Beretta you can find, or the biggest Glock you can find. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You're not sitting there with somebody standing over you about to take you out of your own house saying, I still don't believe in guns. You know what I mean? You're like, I wish I had something to protect myself. So that's how you got to kind of look at it sometimes. You got to look at it like, I understand both sides. It's just, this isn't for me at the time. It might be for you later. There's a lot of shit that I didn't care about when I was young that I care about now. There's a lot of things I didn't like to eat as a child that I love now. Sometimes you got to give it time, because you don't understand. So a lot of people feel away because of the unknowns, and that's what people got to respect.
And with that, I can respect that too. I would hope that if people aren't wanting to get the vaccine, then at least, you want to do your due diligence on remaining, washing your hands. That should be normal. Washing your hands.
Nah, people don't stop washing their hands
already.
Masks and all type of stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I almost knocked somebody over because I was in line earlier today and it was almost up my ass. Like, nobody is doing the 6
dog.
Bro,
Okay, I thought I wasn't the only one.
I don't even
Yeah,
I still don't like
back
putting
at
my
it.
groceries on the same line as a nigga. No
man, I be trying not to snap, but I just,
yeah.
God.
I be saying
I
shit.
turn around and look back. I be doing stretches.
Yeah, you got to keep looking at
like, yo.
I be saying shit in the store when people don't have masks. I'm like, oh, y'all got y'all drawers off, huh? Because I still pretty much wear a mask like out.
not
Like in a lot of
going
places, I still pretty much wear a
I keep
mask
a
out.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That'll be like in China, how they wear their masks.
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny, they was
It's the
wearing
way of
masks. They was wearing masks when
Years.
we was like teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. They just
They do it over here. When they come over here, they was sick. They was wearing their mask. So
Trying to get a whole Darth Vader helmet.
Pull that thing out quick on to us. Oh.
the one thing about the mask I didn't like though is when
you leave
it
that
was
bitch
a
in the car.
requirement. No, not even in the
Never
car.
in the car, son.
You might not have had one in the car that day, and it's like, bro, I can't go into any of these stores, and like, I can't go to the bathroom.
You can't interact with anything except your car to go back home.
I literally was walking around looking like, where the hell?
I used to laugh at some of the hood niggas, bro, when they forget their mask. I was in the post office sending some shit out for my brand, and them motherfuckers got their shirt up. Got hella chains on and shit with their shirt up, just like, what up, blood? I'm like, nah, nigga, you're out of place. You look like an unorganized criminal.
Yeah, there was no shirt, no shoes, no service. Now it's nigga, no mask. Don't
And then
bring
you
your
get in
ass
front
up
of the
in
line,
here.
sir, you need to wear a mask.
I've been in here 20 minutes.
I can't have my shirt. This is not a mask.
What gets me is like if they got a service they want to provide you, and then you be like, if you don't got a mask, you go, they like, yo, y'all got masks?
Yeah.
Like, if you want the money and service, you would think like, let me provide masks. Some people aren't.
Yeah.
Most be having masks.
Yeah.
Some be like, no, we ain't got none. like,
You know,
So y'all lost my money today, man.
I seen
I'm gonna go
somebody-
over here to Subway real quick.
I seen them jack up a little kid though. Like there's the kid was walking without a mask and the parents with him. It's like, oh wait, hey, you got a mask? Did you have a mask? I get a mask. You got a mask? Oh, okay, you have a mask because I was gonna get him one. Okay. No. You just get to your seat and then put it on him. I was like, sheesh, she's finna kick a nigga out of here.
hand
Yo,
him what, they over there handing him a badge. I'm like,
hey champ,
this bag on here, champ.
Gonna have to go.
Good luck.
Yeah.
They having group talks in the back. Like, no matter what happens, somebody walking here without a mask. That is your priority.
Yeah, straight up, man.
Yeah, what is he? 18 months? Yeah, he needs a mask.
Yeah.
Sheesh, he's barely walking.
what's getting me?
He's
was like,
breathing,
it's
right?
so-
Mask.
right, pretty much breathing mask. I remember there was don't know how true it was based on the internet, but it was the point they were saying animals can have it as well.
Yeah, I seen something about a tiger having it or something like that.
It was like cats and shit that they were saying hide it. I don't know why. That stopped.
You muzzle that nigga and then you put the mask on.
I'm just trying to figure out how did they know that the animals was getting it? Like, was somebody just sitting around just like,
My cat's
just
sneezing.
like, yo, let's test this nigga, man.
Test this nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You've been coughing for weeks.
yo, how did that sound? You know what I'm
Dog
saying?
got the COVID
Yeah.
walk. Test this nigga.
Yo, man, the fucking Rock got the fucking COVID, man.
Oh, he got the COVID?
This nigga got the Rona.
Bro.
Yeah. That stopped early. The reports.
Can you imagine getting bit by a dog and it got the Rona?
He shouldn't have the strength
That's a
to bite
double
anybody.
whammy.
bro. If you get bit by a dog and he give you coronavirus, my nigga.
And you got to tell the niggas at work, how you get it? Man, this nigga dog bit me,
Bro,
bro.
like, it got out of hand. It just all the
Everything
stories.
is
It
bruh.
just got out of hand.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, it did.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It was a crazy, like, I was coming up with conspiracy theories like, yo man, look, this shit finna go crazy, bro. They trying to really shut down the whole country. They're gonna take over. Niggas gonna come to your doors. They're gonna start taking niggas out. Like, it was getting crazy to the things that you had to think of.
Oh, bro. I think the funny. Well, I probably shouldn't say the funny. Well, nah, it was pretty funny. the whole Karen and Ken's
Oh yeah,
and the IGs.
yeah.
That shit was that shit was gold.
It was funny and disturbing and shocking.
Yeah.
Mostly funny though, but
It was gold.
man,
I seen two Karens bump heads, and it was just like, "What are you gonna do now?" Yeah. What are you gonna do? Karen with the K, Karen with the C. What are you gonna do? Like, cause it's like normally when there's one Karen, like they do a little much, or they can be pushed out, or they're able to diffuse the situation. But when you have like two
just going in.
alpha complainers, like what I'm saying, like both having BFs.
And they were pretty classic.
One Karen was like, I want to speak to your manager, and the other Karen was like, and I
am
want to
the
speak
manager.
to that person's manager.
I am the manager. Well, I need corporate. Like, no, there's no. Like, what's this? Just escalated. Shit, what?
Right.
All right.
Yeah, it was some good viral shit.
I didn't
going
think
on,
about it
but-
though. They were like really, a lot of people really having meltdowns over this shit. Like seeing them just wig the fuck. Nobody wig out. Just wigging
The people, like,
fuck
people
out.
are yelling at people or approaching people,
Yeah.
telling them to put on their mask without having a mask on. It's crazy. Like,
Bro, it would be the people that said that they had like health conditions and stuff like that. And I get that that's a real thing, but it would be some of the individuals how they would. It would be a dude I think one time I was in Wingstop, and a dude came in, just didn't have no mask on, and the lady was like, "Hey, you need to put a mask on." He was like, "I can't breathe. I got a health condition." And I was looking at dude, and I was like, "There's nothing about you, the way you look, that look like you care anything about medical." You just, and I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but this book looked like a phone book. So I was like, yo, there's nothing about you that look like you follow any rules whatsoever.
I got a medical condition. Yeah, nigga, in this place, it's a cause of it. You should leave. Vacate the premises.
Straight up, man.
it's against my First Amendment rights.
Oh, man.
Bro.
I figured it's kind of wild what's going to happen next, going into this next season after summer.
Yeah, because if a mask was the craziest thing, that if a mask made you feel like you were like having your rights like trampled upon, just imagine what they really could do. Because a mask was like nothing for me.
This, I'm still all for mask.
Oh, yeah. I rock with it.
Like,
I got a couple
I
packs.
say that because if you're going out more, no mask is so the norm. But I know getting the vaccine isn't.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's a preventive measure.
Right.
I haven't gotten it yet. So since I haven't gotten it yet, wash hands, hand sanitizer. I have multiple masks. I just ordered some more. Until I feel I'm ready, I will continue to operate a certain way. Other people are just like, oh, the mask mandate is up. Good. I started wearing.
Yeah, they was playing Future that day, nigga.
Yo, like
mask off.
like, are you vaccinated? It's like, no, I'm not constipated. I'm regular. I said, no. Listen to me. Turn the music down. Turn off Future. I said, are you vaccinated? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so if people are taking advantage without taking precaution, and I don't appreciate it.
No.
Yeah,
I agree.
they need to, man. And there's gonna be a couple Karens out there that disagree. Just let them do their thing.
I really walked in cold places like I'm finna rob the joint. Jogging up to the door like, yeah, these niggas finna get it. I walked there 20 on 7.
I walked into the bank.
20 on 7.
Have you gone into the bank with one of those masks?
That's the most annoying ones, man. When you gotta like pull your mask because they can't understand, bro. Yeah. I'm like, man,
bro, you walk into the bank and be like, bro, this would be such a fucking easy drop. Now they ain't gonna know which nigga with the mask took it.
Bro, what if you walked into the bank and as soon as you thought that, click, click, don't even fucking think about it.
Damn it, Barnaby. He got me.
Barnaby, yo.
Just feel a revolver poking out the back of your head. You want to see your farm boy?
It was a joke. It was a joke, man. It was a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank.
Oh, bro, that video is classic.
If I die from a 28, I'm just
to the back of the head though.
This is 22. Golly.
Throwing pebbles, man.
Last thing I hear sound like a firecracker. Yo.
What I get hit with? A musket.
Bro. Shit remind me of Harlem Nights.
Put that little ass down.
Stop shooting that little shit.
Stop shooting that little shit.
Quick. That's my fart.
Oh man. One last thing, man. I gotta holler at y'all. I seen a let me see if I can find it, man. I'm pretty sure I saved it on my phone. I was gonna post it. I still might have time to post it, but I thought this shit was interesting. See if I could find it. It was an article that I came across, and it doesn't look like I saved it, but it was some athletes talking about how they right here. Cannabis takes the world stage at the Tokyo Olympics. Forbes article.
I'm boycotting the Olympics, so I don't care.
Yeah, after I seen this shit about the swim caps.
Oh yeah, that was out of pocket. About the for the black.
Well, they're doing everything to get us out of there.
Yeah,
and it's crazy that like
because they see what's going on.
Even like African teams are pulling out and they're still moving forward with.
Yeah, they're still moving forward.
Because they don't see. If some other national teams pull out, then it might be a thing. But as long as you're this hue, they're not worried about it. That's why they're doing everything to remove us.
Well, our competitiveness is like we
run shit here. Y'all just live here.
Yeah,
but
that was the ceremony I seen that.
If
like,
we're elite, just say that.
Shit.
Yeah,
it was like, come on, man. Like
right after I feel like that. I feel like that was a straight haha. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
after the Sha'Carri Richardson shit, I feel like that.
Honestly, with that situation for hers, like it sucks for her. But I'm a little. My opinion is a little different on that one. It's like she should have. They had to remove her. Like I don't disagree with them doing that. Only because
no. Okay.
For one reason, like I get what they was doing. I see that part, but her knowing the rules.
So you're going off of you knew the rules and you got caught? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing about it is this. They were in the process of changing the rules, if not. Bro, you think that just came up out of nowhere? You think all of that?
Found that shit.
You think that just out of nowhere just pulled Forbes and the articles and the new face? You think that just happened overnight?
Yeah.
So they were about to change the cannabis rules on like.
Well, this is what I was saying. Like this is what made it fucked up because they're talking about how they
So now you're
cannabis.
celebrating it.
They're talking about how they use cannabis and how it helps them and stuff like that with stress and all this other stuff going into the Olympics. But she just got banned to where she can't participate in the Olympics
for using the specific reasons that they're talking about
for the first time in.
Right.
So they used their scapegoat with her was because of the negative connotation that it's applied with black people in particular. Like smoking weed for us is different than when white people smoke weed. Like smoking weed for us is like,
well, that's what I'm breaking down. That's what it always is for black folks. But the thing is
okay.
when the whole thing blew up with Sha'Carri Richardson, most people that's not our hue agree with it. She shouldn't have been doing this. And then there was a lot of people that are our hue that agreed with it. Like, well, she shouldn't have been breaking all the rules. And I understand, because there are some people, even with athletes, like for example, football player Josh Gordon. He's always, going in and out of rehab for smoking, this, that, and the other. You have some people that laugh at him, some people that don't. It's the same thing. I get that. I get people that are like, look, you got to follow the rules.
Yeah, you do.
But the point that's being made here is like, she just got her opportunity snatched away from her, and then yet this article comes out where it's being celebrated that these.
But the use and the particular thing about that is the uses for it.
Yeah,
like they're saying it's used, because the one argument that I was thinking of is like, all right, they can say. Like for us, we don't think of weed as being a performance enhancement drug, but for some others,
who doesn't?
Most people aren't gonna think, all right, weed is gonna make you run faster. That's what I'm in regards to track. Some people are gonna think it's not gonna. I know a lot of people who smoke before they work out.
Some of my best basketball games
been when you was high.
What?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Most people aren't gonna. Most people, if you don't smoke and go do an activity, you would think that like, damn, if I smoke, I'm gonna be. But you're not gonna think like it's gonna make you run better than the next person. It feels good. I'm smoking and
smoking
the
$20 bill. The whole point is the reason why this is such a big deal with this article going around is because a lot of our people, a lot of black folks is, okay, well, when white folks do this, it's okay, they had a lot of stress, you have things going on, and and this is the proper way to do it, CBD, cannabis, and then when Sha'Carri did it, it's mop, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why she did it, that you see what I'm saying? That's a problem. It's but then there's no issue with race in this country,
that's
right?
the part I'm not cool with that part.
Yeah, I'm not liking that either. They should at least.
And I honestly don't think, so we're in America, so our views on weed and legalization is going to be a little different than maybe the rest of the world's. But for the most part, it's like, come on, everybody know that weed is not the one drug that they should be paying attention to at all.
Right.
Because them niggas is taking a whole lot of other things and getting around it.
It's just so many politics and close. Like you gotta word things correctly for it to fly.
Right.
It's got to be presented right. Cannabis, CBD, weed, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Right.
But yeah, just how they doing it. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I haven't done the full research and dive into that, those athletes and their background and how it all happened. I seen the article too.
Yeah.
And then just when I seen it was associated with cannabis and the Olympics, it's just like, okay, well, we just had a whole big old ordeal about cannabis.
It's antagonizing as hell, bro.
That's like a slap in the face.
Not us.
Yeah.
So
y'all had an issue.
Yeah,
we're fine.
Right. Straight up.
Sure, I was already out of the Olympics when I seen the shower cap shit. I mean the cap shit. I was just like, bro, y'all ridiculous. And don't get me wrong. I don't know. I really, if it's
fuck the Olympics. Is what he's trying to say.
I like the basketball.
Say that shit.
Everything else,
nah, them niggas losing too, man. Fuck the Olympics.
Man,
bro.
KD was getting his shit thrown out there.
I am not. But you know how you gotta be politically. I am not engaging in any Tokyo Olympic activities.
Right.
Yeah.
My views on how they are operating as a whole.
Yeah, it was just
fuck the Olympics. And what I'm saying is translated into Ebonics for you if you didn't get it.
It just sucks her
That
loss
is
of
the
opportunity.
vibe.
Like, hopefully, she'll be able to like.
She didn't lose no opportunities.
Yeah.
She lost. I mean, the only opportunity she got was to go and compete in the Olympics. She was gonna smoke them anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
No pun intended.
at all. But she was gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
I'm
the thing
hoping
about it
there's
is,
gonna be
bro,
endorsements or some shit.
she was just in a commercial for Beats with Kanye dropping lyrics. Nigga,
okay,
where you
they fucking
been?
with her. Okay, I ain't been watching.
Get out
I've
the
been
garden
watching.
sometimes. This nigga over
Get out
here,
the
man.
Yo, man, he said he growing his own beats.
Hey, hold on. You need that little sound. You need to get that.
But she good. Like she definitely good.
Well, because the thing about it is like we gonna hold us down. That's why she was in that commercial. That's why it was big, and that's why it happened during the finals of the NBA.
Yeah, she.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna have more opportunities. Things are gonna open up for her. You know, it's
I feel like they damn near needed that to make the Olympics even be
fair.
wanted to be viewed as well as fair. Because Olympics, I had no idea.
Bro, you see
I
how
wasn't gonna watch the
many
damn
how
Olympics.
many people are here, regardless of where they're from. But you know what I'm saying, whether it be like Jamaica or Africa, Nigeria, whatever. Like if you were this hue, they found a way.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all want to swim? Cool. No swimming caps. Like, so I'm just with the fro out. I'm just supposed to, that's kind of gonna hold me back. Well, backstroke. Like, so they didn't care.
always trying to-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they tested positive for male tests. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Like,
Wow.
why do you? Yeah,
Because it's like we're already creeping into the different
Over here,
sports.
Yeah,
if we're
Creeping into the sports
if
that
we're
they
elite,
right there.
we-
Yeah.
you- for sure.
if we're elite,
For sure.
just say that. If we intimidate you, just say that. Like, we need our own Olympics. We don't need them.
Negro leagues don't sound bad right about now.
That would be beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So
And it was
Then they gonna want in.
no.
I didn't say they could. I was just gonna say they gonna want in.
they just gonna start showing
Our
up to the
answer
game.
is can't get in.
They just gonna keep showing up to the game.
They gonna protest. Can't get into the. No, you can't get in. No, you can't coach. No.
Y'all sit over there.
Yeah, in the back.
Nah, they get the bleachers outside with a big screen.
They gonna cut
Can't be
her.
allowed inside.
They gonna cut it. They gonna cut our networks off. That's what they gonna do.
Have our own networks.
Yeah.
We'll do it on Revolt.
They gonna-
Get at us, Diddy.
Yo, it's streaming on Revolt.
Man,
What's the other network we
we out
got?
here, man.
We got one of them.
Oh, we got a few.
Going live.
Yep. Speaking of that,
You on point to that, man.
anyways, man, you've been tuning in to The Notion, man. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like this was a great episode, fellas. So,
Yes, sir.
make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube page, like, comment, always put topics. Let us know when you want to see more of Dev, Budweiser Dev. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's your boy Dizzy D Spill. I'm your host of The Notion. Listening, here with my co-host in the building.
Farmer Poe.
Oh, Jelani Evans.
Y'all know me, man. I ain't-
He almost he forgot he was here.
Oh, hey.
Anyways, man, we out of here, yo. Peace.
Peace.